Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Froggy Stonks. Nothing I say is financial advice, entertainment purposes only. It's a little pre-market jam session. We are looking absolutely amazing on HYMC. As we predicted, we are currently at 231. We took back 6% down in pre-market, and we are now up 7% pre-market. Getting ready to kick that opening bell off. This play, in my opinion, is going to be one of the biggest ones of the year. Super excited for it. I hope everybody else is. I know we all got in at a pretty good entry point and then just bought the dip. So I'm feeling pretty good. I'm gonna play some jams. This is a good morning. It's always a good morning when I woke up and saw we were down 6%, and I immediately was just like, this is bullshit. There's no way we were up 9% close Friday, holding like right there. That's from $1.83 up to $2. This looks like we're making our next run this week. This is gonna be epic. I predicted in another video that there's about a 10-day gap between each run. And I do believe it may be coordinated with something to do with failures to deliver, which are through the freaking roof right now. But you can see this chart with the higher highs, higher lows, but the stretches in between the days seem to be consistent with big price action here to here, and now we are here to here. So this is perfect because this is, let's see, that's the 11th, the 14th. There's a massive amount of call options, over 100K on different strikes for AMC out to $7 that are looking to absolutely just make this stock fly to the moon. So I'm really excited to be at where I'm at on it. Hopefully you guys got in at the right time too. That's what we're all here for. I want everybody to make money, man. Excuse my voice and allergies this morning also too. Look through some tweets. Oh, I got retweeted. Yay. Oh, I put AMC news. AMC is the perfect storm setup from box office to bullion. The blockbuster movie lineup alone could break positive EBITDA without accounting for investments, reduced loan interest, and potential retail popcorn sales kicking off soon. And since I wrote that, I'll agree with it. Then you had the man, Mr. Musk, tweeting about lithium. 81.3 million followers. That's amazing. Weather is fake. I seen the Truman Show. 69.420% of statistics are false. Most of the top accounts tweet rarely and post very little content. Is Twitter dying? My theory on Twitter is these top accounts, these very influential people, rarely tweet anymore. And if they're not getting out into the feed, just like AMC is being basically suppressed in Twitter. I don't know if anybody has noticed, but the suppression got really bad and the hashtags were reset and removed. Oh yeah, TF Hatter, man. No problem, dude. I'm in it. I'm in it too, man. I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do, but I just want the news to get out free and fair because the shills and the haters and the short sellers are just manipulating the airways so bad with bad information. But back on Twitter, I think the problem with Twitter is all the bot accounts, all the fake accounts, and all the sock puppet accounts. Twitter doesn't know what to do And during election cycles, the algos go absolutely haywire because of all the fake click farm accounts that come in and try to manipulate the algorithms. If Twitter verified everybody, I would rather pay $3 to use social media and have no advertisements and everyone is verified. That way you're not engaging with any type of, bad actors without knowing who they are. But I would pay money to do that. Also, Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't know why people don't just retweet instead of snipping somebody's article, but Sonic the Hedgehog had a 71 million at the box office. That is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Multiverse of Madness is coming out soon. Very, very bullish. Elon Musk was tweeting about generating their own lithium, getting into their own lithium production, which is causing a string of absolute hype for HYMC because they're very close to Thacker Pass, which is one of the highest grade lithium deposits in Nevada, I guess. And also the Tesla Gigafactory in Nevada is only a few hours away from the Hycroft mine. So in this, what Hycroft could do essentially is they don't even need to mine, or they don't even need to process the lithium. They could just set up the mining process to give the ore or the dirt, the pay dirt, to the company on site. Like if they could do a joint venture with Tesla, they could do on-site lithium refinement that they would only be responsible for digging the ore for and getting paid. That is a moneymaker. Skipping the refinement process. And or they could do their own refining, and or they could just lease the deposits to Tesla and make money that way. So HYMC is just a really good company at a really good time in the market. I mean, the market's in their favor. Any short sellers coming in trying to scream about 1.4 billion share dilution. Hycroft addressed this in every document they submitted to the SEC and their own documents on their investor site, that they weren't going to throw all those shares out onto the float all at once. They did the at the market offering, sold 89 million shares, made $139 million off of it, which now you'll see updated outstanding shares and updated float information coming out on certain brokers. But they're not going to take the rest of those billions of shares and just throw them in. They're going to do at the market offerings when needed. Because if you got to think of it this way, if Hycroft came out next week and was like, oh, we're doing another at the market offering, people wouldn't buy very much this time. They need to save it. They need to time it. They need to use the cash they have on hand to get their structure up and running. I would say once they get to full scale commercialization in 2023 and they're processing, I would then say go ahead and maybe do another offering, because by then we'll be sitting, in my opinion, around well over $10 a share. So we'll see what we do this week. I'm interested in this one. I'm interested in seeing Hycroft go over $4, possibly $7, but we'll see. That's just fundamental. I think there's a potential for Hycroft absolutely to squeeze. I think this play is probably going to squeeze before any of the other ones do. I think Adam Aaron and Sprott caught the shorts with their pants down. And the shorts are more than likely, in my research I've done, White Box Advisors actually owned over 10% of HYMC, sold 91% of it 7 days before the AMC Sprott announcement was made. And Citadel holds a very, very small port, like 50,000 shares or something. But White Box and Citadel all short the same stocks together. I do believe they are colluding, and I do believe White Box was on the inside to try to destroy this company. It's all about predatory shorting companies into the dirt that have large asset classes, lots of assets on hand. You short sell them into the dirt through manipulative practices so you can take over the assets. You leave the naked shorts on the books after the price hits zero, and you close out all the legitimate shares and take your profit. So now not only do you own the company, you just took all the cash from the short selling, the illegal short selling, the synthetic shares just disappear. They just stay on the books forever. And then you now have all the assets to sell off at will or sell the market share to companies like Amazon. But HYMC setting up a nice little bull flag in the pre-market. She's waving. Looks like we're going to get ready to go on another run. So excited for this week, you guys. AMC getting a little beat down. She's starting to look better though. Let's see. Look at all that pre-market, just computer algo. Blah, 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 blah. It's so disgusting. That for a stock like AMC to have that is absolutely disgusting on the 1 minute. But they are really trying to beat down AMC. I think it's to scare people out of the play because they watch HYMC go up. People in AMC that maybe didn't get in are like, oh man, I'm going to jump ship. I'm going to go over and try to hop in now, which I don't recommend. Yeah, LMNOP, you guys. So somebody in the Twitter sphere created this LMNOP ticker, started blasting it out about a new short squeeze to trick the bots, which they picked up on it. There's a couple posts showing 5 or 6 different Twitter accounts are actually pushing LMNOP. So everybody's up here just absolutely pushing it, tricking the algos. Seems to be working. Ooh. Here we go. Big news. I'm pleased to announce 2 exciting new developments for Hycroft Mining Board. Stephen Lang has assumed the role of chair to lead us through the next chapter of development. AMC CFO Sean Goodman is joining the board, strengthening our partnership. That's good news. So now we know who is on the board of directors for AMC seat, Sean Goodman, who is actually one of the directors that I approved of. I went through the board of directors back in November and started shooting warning flares off about Steven Colanero, who had worked for Radio Shack and Blockbuster. But Sean Goodman, Executive Vice President and Chief Financial Officer. Mr. Goodman served as Executive Vice President and Chief Financial Officer of AMC since February of 2020. Prior to joining AMC, Mr. Goodman was Senior VP and Chief Officer at Asbury Automotive Group from 2016-2017. Chief Financial Officer, Chief Accounting of Unify Inc., Senior VP, Chief Officer of Americas for Landis, plus Gyre Group AG. Held strategy and finance roles at Home Depot. Began his career in corporate finance and mergers acquisition with Morgan Stanley, accounting, auditing, Deloitte. Mr. Goodman is certified public accountant, Bachelor's of Business from University of Cape Town, South Africa, okay, an MBA from Harvard Business School. I wonder if he knows Musk. You guys, if you didn't know, Musk is South African. I wonder if that's why they brought Sean Goodman on. I wonder if there's some type of connection there. Either way, Sean Goodman is the new CFO. Or the new board, on the board for Hycroft. Excuse my allergies, everybody. I shouldn't be sniffing into the mic. I went outside for 2 seconds, man. I feel like I should drink a Mountain Dew Zero to burn it out of my system. Oh, tweets. There's lockdowns in China still costing manufacturing shortages. Good AMC needed to rely on products. Exactly. It is time for America to start producing more of the needed national security infrastructure products that we need: semiconductors, fuels, everything. We cannot rely on globalism anymore. With the fact that you would have any person in the US government that actually works or trusts the communist parties to hold up their end of the bargain financially, economically, and morally is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. And the fact that we're screaming environmentalism and green energy and all that, but we're literally taking solar panels from China that are being produced at the most wasteful efficiency and polluting levels of any other country. It's not good for the planet if the pollution is just in another country. We need to produce things properly in America and reduce carbon emissions globally through our EPA processes and quality control. Plus, say more aggression occurs with Russia, China gets more aggressive on Taiwan. We just don't want to be at risk. Don't put yourself at risk, bottom line. Oh, baby, 8%. Well, it was 8%. We're bull flagging. We are going for a ride. I wonder where Elon Musk went to college first. Stanford, Pennsylvania, Pretoria, and Queen's University. Cape Town. Cape Town, Western Cape Province of South Africa. Queen's University. It's interesting. Lots of tweets this morning. Lots of tweets. There's nothing like it's just having a good catalyst is always. New board appointees. Here we go. Announced it has made changes to the board of directors. Mr. Stephen Lang has been appointed as chair, board of directors. Board with the appointment of Mr. Sean Goodman, executive vice president and chief CFO of AMC, one of Highcroft's largest shareholders. Mr. Goodman will also audit and nominating governance committees. Mr. Lang has over 40 years of experience mining industry, including engineering, development, production of gold, copper, coal, and platinum group metals. Platinum group metals. Mr. Lang is chair of Hudbay Minerals and was chief executive officer of Centerra Gold Inc. from 2008 to 2012. Centerra's chairboard. Mr. Lang has held senior operating positions at Stillwater Mining, Barrick Gold, Rio Algom, Bachelor of Science degree, and a Master of Mining Engineering, University in Missouri. Platinum. Pretty interesting to put that in there. Production of gold at gold, copper, coal, and platinum. Bag lady. Good morning. Good morning to everybody watching. Thanks for coming. If you guys could please make sure that you like and subscribe if you haven't already. We're actually up to 620 followers, subs on Froggy Stunks, which is pretty cool. You know, and I got asked to start this by a friend on Twitter just to do the Twitter Spaces calls and get, you know, Mark's space calls and Tara's space calls and everybody's calls recorded for posterity, and looking back at the journey we've been on for over 6-7 months now, just on Twitter with AMC. And there's a couple videos I have that are really, really good for cataloging in case I do decide to go file with the SEC. Because I will tell you right now, if I file a complaint with the SEC, I will make a blowout report. I will work on it for 6 months. I will hire the people I need to hire to put the correct terminologies in, but a market manipulation report that I will file with the SEC, and then I will call my friend who knows Michigan senators pretty well, not that I've already worked with them, and I will request to speak before the Michigan Congress, and then I will request to speak before the Congress in Washington, D.C. on the national security issues concerning market infrastructure and economic manipulation by hedge funds who play outside the governing rules of the SEC and the laws set forth by Congress. So lost the word I want to type. The CEO, Diane Garrett of Hycroft Mine, did some very good interviews. So the running theory on the Twitter sphere is that some folks brought it up a while ago. I haven't talked about it much because it's very, very speculative. There's no sources besides some DD on map data and whatnot, which it looks good. I'm not going to say it's wrong, but excuse me. The theory is that they found a decent lithium deposit that is coming down from Thacker Pass through Hycroft Mine, and then we'll go to maps. The Giga Nevada factory. Nevada is very, very close to Hycroft Mine. Not far away at all. Tesla Giga Nevada. Solar panels. Directions. Man, these allergies are absolutely killing me. That is how close Tesla Giga Nevada is from Hycroft Mine. And then you have Thacker Pass right up here. All this kind of washout runoff coming down from the mountaintops that pushes right down to Pyramid Lake. Not to mention that Highcroft has a major highway 80 going directly to Giga, Nevada. So mining lithium, processing lithium here, and then shipping it down 80 to the Tesla Giga Nevada factory is ideal. Very, very ideal. I'm going to snip that. 30 minutes till open. We'll do a little bit at open, and then I will sign off for a while. So I can go take allergy medicine and try not to die all day. Excuse me. It is so freaking dry here. Oh, Paul's in the room. I need to get my water. Super dry, and there's been dust everywhere. Morning, you see, yes, I did see Diane Garrett's announcement. Sean Goodman, the new board member for AMC at Highcroft Mine. Super excited. There we go. There we are. That's why I'm making a post right now. Boom, boom, boom. Where's the stock? Flagging out perfectly. We are going to see some action at open. I have a feeling if I was a betting man at open, just because I know how manipulative they are, we're either going to see a dip, which will retake this candle to 235. We'll see a dip, we'll retake the candle, fill, and then we will fly. And we were going to just fly. Usually they like to try to drop it first thing in the morning and freak people out. Oh no, I lost my 7%. I better sell. Last time that happened, it absolutely skyrocketed. Oh man, it is so dry today. It's freaking ridiculous. That's it. I'm grabbing a Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew Zero. Pretty good stuff. Try not to drink too many. Any thoughts for stock dividend issuance down the line? What could that do for us? TF Hatter. If they did it, I mean, I want to see GME do theirs so we can see the result of it, which I think I know what it's going to be. I'm very happy they're doing it. If anything, my theory is that AMC will not issue a dividend. It'll be more along the lines of HYMC will issue a dividend of shares, like GME is doing. And in that, anybody shorting HYMC or loading shares would want to recall their shares to get that stock dividend, which would cause HYMC shorts to close their positions and squeeze. If that happened, AMC would make an enormous amount of money on their shares into the billions of dollars, which could allow them to pay off a significant amount of debt if they decided to exercise the warrants and then sell and keep their core position for the fundamentals of the company. And then once that happens, then AMC could come out and issue a dividend. But what I would like to see with AMC is them announce their crypto, AMC crypto coin, backed by the company. You could say AMC gold back crypto and silver back crypto is a good idea. I'm on board with it. But at this point in time, you don't even need to do it because the crypto is backed by AMC, which owns 38% of a gold and silver mine. So in a sense, you're already kind of backed that way. But I would like them to name it Silverback Crypto, put AMC on one side, a gorilla on the other, and place it on a blockchain, if not their own. I don't think they will make their own. I would think it would be cool if they placed it on the Dogecoin blockchain instead of Ethereum or something. We'll see what they do, though. I know Adam Aaron is probably going to want to put it on a stable coin chain, but they could issue crypto dividends. And I'll tell you why that's awesome. Because if they ask the DTCC to issue those dividends, they won't be able to deliver them properly, which they can claim no faith in share management. But also in that, if AMC started issuing crypto dividends, the AMC crypto coin is going to be extremely popular. I'm going to buy as much as I can the day it is available, as much as I can. I think it's going to be one of the best cryptos out on the market because it is one backed by a large company, a 100-year-old company that now has hedged investments in silver and gold. Plus, when they start accepting it as payment at their own facilities, they could also give out rewards in crypto once the AMC credit card is out, which I will also be using for all my purchases, everything. I hope they have a really good point system and just the crypto rewards. If I buy groceries, I will use my card, pay the card off immediately, claim my crypto rewards in my account, because I think over time you're going to see massive gains on AMC crypto. Most of these other cryptos are not backed by anything. This crypto will be backed by a company. AMC, a 100-year-old company with billions of dollars in cash on the books and assets in other companies through diversification. So now you have a crypto that can be more widely accepted because other producers and salespeople know that crypto actually has value and assets. So I'm really excited. Man, 16 replies. Oh, I was talking about mask updates. Yeah. What if that's a good idea, Raul. That's a really good. And if necessarily, Elon Musk would make a direct tunnel from his mine to his factory. He just dig the tunnel, take all the lithium from the tunnel dig. That's true, man. That's pretty amazing. Elon Musk buys 21.3% of LMNOP. That's funny. Oh, chart. Where are we at? Still flagging. Still bull flagging. Let's check, see what Joey has to say. Do not be surprised if AMC and HYMC start running together in coming days. It could, but HYMC tends to run completely opposite of AMC. Especially when AMC's red, HYMC always seems to be green. I think what's happening is they're dumping AMC to try to panic people out of the play to go to HYMC. Excuse me. That's why we're getting these gains. But what's going to end up happening is this week it's going to backfire because of the options pressure. The commercial expansion plan has a 34-year mine life and all sustaining cost per ounce each year. It's in 3 just on the gold production alone. See, I think what's going to happen with Highcroft is they will be full. When this is done, AMC will own everything like Taco Bell in the... Yeah, dude. That's exactly what I was thinking. We're about to have franchise wars. At the end of it, it's going to be Taco Bell, AMC theaters, and people cooking rat burgers in the sewers, man. It kind of feels like that's where we're headed. Talking about crazy food shortages and shit. I hate these posts like Bloomberg's like, eat lentils instead of meat. Do this instead. Like, Bloomberg, shut the fuck up, man. We don't need ultra elite, wealthy billionaires telling us how to readjust our lives so we can... The problem is, the real truthful problem is there's too many citizens in America that are too dependent on government assistance. And that is setting yourself up for failure. If you don't know how to, you know how many people don't know how to cook? Like, can't even make chicken and rice, bro. I'm telling you, the first thing I did was teach my kid how to cook. We go on hikes. We do a little bit of herbology. We talk about which plants are what. Like the other... last time we hiked last summer, I think in the fall, whenever the cactus fruits, the prickly pears were all over the place. I'm like, here's just one thing that you can do is nobody goes up there, and they're delicious. Prickly pear cactus fruits taste almost like pomegranates. You got to skin them first because there is little barbs on the outside. You got to be careful. But the insides are absolutely delicious for jam, juice, alcohol, whatever you want to make out of it. There's so much you can do with it. People just have no idea how to do anything anymore. I'm gonna starve because my burger wasn't DoorDash to me today. Like, dude, man. People are poor and losing their money because of convenience. People spend more money on convenience than they do investing or health or anything. They just want convenience. And I get it. If you want to live that way, cool. Nothing against you. But if shit ever hits the fan, that's why my house in Michigan is on the river. In the woods, not too far away from major intersections, but far enough away where I'm not going to worry about people. But the entire river ecosystem back in my area has leeks, acorns, apples, fish, pike, bass, crappie holes. You can grow anything over there. I can throw seeds out in the yard and they just grow because of all the river water that comes from the lakes. You know, it's just rich and everything. So you should always have not a doomsday plan, but you should always have a fallback plan. And that's why I don't like living in big inner cities, man, because if shit does hit the fan, you're stuck. You literally escaped from New York. So all right, let's see where she wants to try to break. I don't like this fall off out of that flag, but we'll see. This might be their attempt to try to drop it right at market open here. We'll come over and just go boom, red. We'll take back down to here, this area, and then it'll just crush. They got to do something before Thursday. I know that. Man, Taco Bell used to be so much better in the past. Back in the 90s, it used to be so much better. I don't know what it is. It's like you eat it now and it's just everything tastes completely fake. Just like sodas used to be better, man. I'll tell you what, going to McDonald's now is like $15. Hamburger surprise thrown in the campfire cooks off while you hut. Yeah, absolutely, man. All you have to do to cook is just throw some cheap meat, some chopped potatoes, and some salt and pepper into a can, literally, and just let it cook, and it's good. Maybe some onion or something. It's not hard to cook, and everybody, when you go to the grocery store, you see these people and these families. All they do is they go to the inner aisles, and if you think of this, your perimeter in the grocery store is where all the healthy foods are. All around your perimeter. Vegetables, produce, meat, dairy, cheese, eggs, all that, right? You go on the inside of the grocery store, it's all processed shit, potato chips, soda, frozen foods, etc. But anything that's on the inside of that in the frozen food sections, besides like peanut butter and stuff like that, honey, you can make any of that from the perimeter of the store, but you can make it fresh. I like to get my groceries. Tonight I'm going to make honey glazed pork chop strips with white rice. And I like to turn everything off in the house. When it's time to cook dinner, I put some nice music on. I cook my dinner and relax and made a process out of it of enjoyment. Paul, LMNOP, I know, bro, I'm in. Are you guys in yet on LMNOP? It's going to the moon. So the story is somebody like in Rocket Astronaut's Twitter sphere created a post talking about a ticker LMNOP. It's not real, right? The trick was to trick the Twitter bots into pulling it and bringing it up, which worked. 7 or 8 like different Twitter bots just started posting LMNOP to 600%, and they captured it and busted them, which is funny. In my opinion, that can be used to file a complaint with the SEC. You can say that there is some entity getting on Twitter making fake bot accounts to push stocks on unsuspecting retail investors. It's completely fraud, man. LMNOP is not a real ticker. So if you see people talking about selling their AMC for it, don't castrate them. It's a joke. It's funny though. It is. I'm surprised it's not trending. Pull that down and check my messages. Joey Cameron is saying that Mycroft's utilization, HYMC, is down to 69%, but I do not think any of the reporting data on HYMC is accurate. I mean, there's still places and sites and reporting agencies and brokers that don't have the float updated correctly or the outstanding shares. Fintel had them at 94% short interest, and then literally just took it down, and now they're saying 8.24%, But if you take the true amount of shorted shares compared to the free float, it's actually way, way more. Cost to borrow has went down apparently to 33. I just don't think any of this is accurate. Cost to borrow was up 400%. I think as the price is going up, the cost to borrow is coming down, so it's affordable to borrow. But if utilization went down, maybe they covered some FTDs. Man, excuse my allergies, guys. I'm really sorry. It's probably gross to listen to. 7.72%, or no, 6 point. Yeah, that's not right. 6.11%. Utilization at 60. It just doesn't seem accurate. Let's see. Exchange reported short interest history. 15 March, 41.24% of the free float. So on the release date, 24 March. So we had the share offering that went through. So those shares were added. So short interest would change. But I think we're still on the threshold list. I think it's just reporting data inconsistencies. I think our short interest is at least 40%. AMC 8, let's fucking go. Absolutely, let's fucking gold, baby. I can't wait. So 2023, when they said, oh, Hycroft is going to be full-scale commercialization by 2023. 2023, some people panicked, and I said, dude, it's already mid-April. AMC's popping, huh? She's trying to do something. We'll see what happens at open. This is the type of thing where right at open, they just try to tank it. But we'll see. HYMC is up, just looking good, up another 4% after an 8% run. We're sitting at 226 with a high of 235 this morning. They really like to move this stock in pre-market and aftermarket. I'm glad to see it's happening past 4 a.m. though. Or past 7, because a lot of people can't trade before 7. My music. Man, I can't wait till this allergy, whatever's blooming, is over. I'm so tired of dying. So close to market open. Let us check the Hycroft website or the Twitter page. Why, computer's being a little slow today. Retweeted Diane Garrett's post. Man, Adam Aaron has been so quiet lately, which is, I think, good. I think it means he's working on something. He's been very quiet. Something's coming, you guys. Something is coming. Either popcorn announcement, credit card announcement, crypto announcement, or some new merger acquisition, which I hope, my theory, comes true and they end up buying some type of already established retail popcorn bagging company in Indiana. I want to see that popcorn hit the shelves because it's something we can go continuously buy very simply and enjoy without having to do the full movie night thing. I mean, if TF Hatter, if HYMC break and hold 225 at least, who knows, man? It's everything. I can give you my best estimate, but this market is so manipulated that trying to predict any bullish sentiment on any chart, that's why I don't do Fibonacci, Wyckoff accumulation, none of that. Because most of the YouTubers that were trying to predict breakouts have been so wrong so many times. And I'm not attacking them for being wrong about their prediction, but if you can't see with especially AMC that for 6 months any bullish sentiment and chart happening usually broke down, and that's how I ended up originally when I got in at $11 to $15. I could have made a lot of money selling. I didn't. So I was continuously buying on the way down from 72, thinking this is the dip. But I timed my buys on breakouts that were supposed to go up. Like, okay, we got a bull flag, it's going to go up. We got a cup and handle, it's going to go up. It always broke way down. So that's when I timed my dip buys all the way up until this last 12.95, where I recorrected my position from the average up, averaging back down. So I could say it looks really bullish. It looks like, to me, it looks like HYMC wants to run like a freaking Jaguar up the chart rocket right at open. But for the emotional sentiment of the retail trader, if I was a market maker in a hedge fund, I would use every share available to short this thing right at market open to try to drop it back down to the $2 range. That's what I would do. Then you will scare people out of their positions. Then they will run it back up by covering whatever shares or whatever, or returning whatever borrowed shares they have. We'll see though. It looks pretty froggy to me. 228. AMC took back. AMC's looking good too. Look at that wick. Look at the wicks on those candles. This is why I don't put stop losses in. Not until you see real squeeze action, and I'm talking like $20, $30 at a time. Then I will put a percentage during the squeeze. I will put percentage sales at the specific prices that I've picked at a ascending, like a 10%, 20%, up to 50%. So that at the end of the day, you put money in your pocket and you still have a position in the play, and don't be greedy thinking, well, I'm going to leave 100% of my play in all the way to the top, because you'll never guess the top and you'll never guess the bottom correctly. That's why I take on big moves, on really big moves, the 10%, 20%, 30%, up to 50 at different price ranges going up. And then I'm still in the play with 50% left in stock, cash in my pocket, so I can let it run up and take a big profit at the top. Or if it drops way back down, I can buy the dip. But if you're not taking profit, man, and I'm not telling you to sell your AMC or whatever, but if you're not taking any profit at all, I mean, if you're in for the long hold, good. But at some point in time, you're going to have to take profit. It's going to squeeze, or it's not going to squeeze, or it's whatever. HYMC, I will take profits. If it hits $4, I will take a 15% profit. If it keeps running, I'm still very much in the play. If it drops down again, as per this, look at the pattern in the charts. So if this pattern continues, let's just take a general idea of the runs that were going on here. So we went on this run, then we went here, right? So if we take the 10-day period in between here, then what we could look forward to potentially, let's see. Oh, you bastard. Clicked one of my side mouse buttons. Let's see, we're running up. dip. We had the first candle here and then our second candle. So our first candle here and then our second candle. So that it's right around the $4 range. But after that, if the pattern continues, then you're probably going to see some type of sell, another 10-day period, and then another spike. If the pattern continues. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. But once we get up into the $4 or $5 range, it becomes extremely costly for shorts to stay in the game, especially the ones that were loading up in the $1 to $2, 2 to 29 cent range. That's when they're trying to destroy the company. That's when they're trying to max it, short it to the max. That's when all the synthetics come in. And they've been shorting this thing since 16 bucks, so. Now I got to delete all this shit. Here, we'll just make a copy. Polyline. Polyline. See, it's just the pattern looks, if this pattern continues, why can't we go up? This is annoying. Then you're looking at $4, almost perfectly $4. And what I was saying, it would be hot if AMC ran to 420 on 420 at 420. I would love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, let's go back to the 5 minute. See, oh yeah, right at open. Boom, red candle. They're going to try to scare people out, try to take back the pre-market early morning gains, which they've done multiple times in different pre-markets. We're still looking extremely bullish, like on spikes like this. Pre-market spike, dump. Pre-market, aftermarket spike, dump. It does a lot in pre-market and aftermarket. This is all pre-market right here. Spike, dump. See, we're getting ready to hit our next channel, which let's see when the 14th is right here. Right here. So here's the calls, right? And here's Friday. And look where we're sitting on the chart compared to that time frame with all these really bullish calls right at the next spike at $4. So per the charting trend, higher high and higher low, it looks like Friday is going to be a pretty good day to me. I mean, it looks fantastic. I don't think they have as much control over Hycroft as they do AMC. I don't think they do because AMC, Eric Sprott owned the majority of the shares with Mudrick on the side. So if any shares are getting loaned out between AMC, Sprott, and Mudrick, I would assume it's probably some of the shareholders that have less of a position. I'm really, really digging this chart pattern here. I'm getting freaking hungry too. All right, market's open anyways, so 9:33. It's fighting back, pulling that wick back. We're still up 1%, 1.5%. I think it's gonna fight. Yeah, it's taken back. It's gonna fight, and if we don't come down a little here and then pop back up, I think we'll see it try to close around 235, 230 today. So Anyways, everybody, thank you for joining for the morning show. I kind of like doing this pre-market within an hour, a pre-market better than the all-day stream. I think I'll start doing it so we can absorb any big news coming out, like Diane Garrett's post today. Look at posts from like guys like Joey Cameron, Tara, Flip, Swing, all them guys, Paul, and check their posting to see if they got any news. And by doing that, everybody is right first thing in the morning, the hot news, the play, completely up to date. So again, if you could like and subscribe, very much appreciated. Feel free to share the video too. And if you have any thoughts, please go back to the video and drop them in the comments section. I really, really like reading through the YouTube comments and getting the Q&A and just general chat in there. It's fun. So anyways, you guys have a good morning. I'm very bullish on Hycroft and can't wait to see how the week goes. So I'm going to sign off. Froggy Stonks out.